Hey, Colabcoaching again, share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Now, this is week 4 of the Trigger series, the last week. I know it is so hard to say goodbye, but I hope that you've learned something during this series. I hope that you use some of these tools to help deal with your triggers that you've experienced in the past and the triggers that you're currently dealing with right now. Now, with this being week 4, I have a question proposed to you, and that question is, what is the best way to overcome your triggers? What is the best way to overcome your triggers? We talked about what triggers are. We talked about how triggers affect us. We talked about what do we do, how do we deal with triggers. Now it's time for us to overcome those triggers. The best way to overcome those triggers, and it may be different for each person, but what I've realized is that the best way to overcome these triggers is to embrace the pain that comes that your trigger highlights. And as I said before, triggers don't cause pain. All they do is highlight the wound that you have that has not healed, that pain that you tend to ignore. Triggers are there to help you. And I know it sounds crazy, especially if you're currently going through painful times right now, when you feel hurt, when you feel abandoned, when you feel weak. But we can use those triggers to our advantage to make us better by allowing ourselves to accept that pain. Now, I know some of us might not be ready to accept pain. Some of us are not ready to deal with the hurt. But when you are ready, I'm going to show you the reason why this is going to help you to become the best person you can be. Because let's talk about when you're in pain. When you're in pain, you feel weak. You feel like you don't have any strength within you. You feel defeated. You feel lost. You feel hopeless. You feel the agony. You feel as if you can't connect with yourself spiritually. You can't connect with yourself emotionally. You can't connect with yourself physically because you feel like you have no control because the pain is so strong and this overbearing. Just like the analogy I gave before with the toothache. We have to accept that because just like when you have injured yourself physically, just like when you work out, just like when you have broken a bone, when you heal, when you fully heal from those experiences, you come back stronger. When you go work out and lift muscles, you are literally tearing muscle fibers in you. You're going through painful experiences, the soreness, but after you finish sleeping, after you finish getting the nutrients that you need, you come back stronger. You can lift more weight. And put this away an example of you breaking a bone. You go ahead, Google it, look up a lot of stories where people break their bones after they go through the healing process. It feels like their leg is stronger or their arm is stronger or that area is now stronger because you are able to accept that pain. That pain strengthens you. Now, let's put this emotionally. When you are going through a heartache or heartbreak, when you're going through a bruised ego, when you are suffering through painful anxiety and you feel lost, we have to reconnect with who we are as a person. We have to reconnect with the identity of who we are. And who we are, we're strong. We have the ability to have strength. Most of the time, pain makes us forget about our strength. And it's very simple for us to fall into that trap that make us think that pain is stronger than who we are. As I said before, pain is only a part of us. We're always gonna go through pain. Sometimes it's consciously, sometimes unconsciously. Sometimes you can avoid it, sometimes you can't avoid it. But pain is a part of us. With that just being a part of us, that doesn't mean that's who we are. We are not our pain. So that means we can overcome that pain by accepting that pain and finding ways to heal from that pain. Once you have emotionally healed from something, you are now able to have a bigger capacity of the type of pain you could deal with. Let's put it this way. Say you went through a heartache or heartbreak or someone cheated on you. You learned from that experience, you gained a new perspective, you were able to amend any situations that anything that you have went through, maybe is not seeing the red flags, maybe not seeing the behaviors and not realizing that. After you're going through that process with the pain and the agony and the hurt, you now get a new perspective. Okay, next relationship, I know that I have to realize if someone does this to me, or I know if this person is giving me red flags, I know to step away because I now realize that type of pain that I had and I don't want to go through that. So, with you realizing that the pain that you experienced, you are now stronger to deal with whatever comes your way. You now have more intelligence. You now have more experience. You now have more perspective to deal with whatever comes your way. And that is the power of a trigger. Now, what people want to tell us, or what our feelings want to tell us, is that your triggers are there to attack you. Your triggers are there to make you feel defeated. They're meant to hurt you. It's not the case. What the case is that your pain has not been overcome. You didn't go through that healing that you needed to heal. You thought you may have gone through the healing process halfway. You may have thought that you were fully okay and you wanted to step into a relationship, but you, in all reality, did not fully heal the way you need to. And I can tell you exactly how you can realize how to actually realize how you are fully healed, or if you're not fully healed. If you're fully healed, if something has triggered you, you may think about it. A feeling might come, but you can rationalize it. You can do self talk. Self talk is powerful because you could talk yourself out of a situation. You know, a lot of people say talking to yourself, you may look crazy, but we talk to ourselves every day, even if you want to admit it or not. If you have the power to self talk your situation and to rationalize the trigger and what is going on, you will not be engulfed in that pain anymore. That pain will not feel like pain. That pain would just be a memory. Simple as that. But if you, on the other hand, have not fully recovered from that pain, when you are triggered by something, you are engulfed in that pain. You feel weak. You feel hopeless. You feel like you can't do anything. You're angry. You're upset. You want to lash out at people. You get resentful. That is when you know you're not truly healed from an experience and you're not truly healed from that pain. So, how to overcome your triggers is to, one, accept it, two, let yourself heal from that pain, and three, self talk your way out of any type of trigger that comes your way. Like, for example, if someone tells you that you're fat but you're working out every day, you're eating right, you know you may not be exactly where you want to be, but whenever you hear the word fat, you know that doesn't apply to you anymore because you're doing things to get that whole mindset of being fat out of your life, period. So whenever someone says, "Oh, it looks like you gained weight," or "Oh, you look bigger than when I last saw you," it might be true. You might be right. I haven't seen you in years. I did gain some weight, but I'm working on it now. You're able to self-talk your way out of that trigger. And you can even allow yourself to have a dialogue with that person to say, "Hey, you're right. I do seem bigger than you last saw me, but I'm working out every day. I'm eating right now. I know I may not be where I should be, but I know I'm working towards that." That's perfect self talk. Perfect way to step yourself out of the trigger, because a trigger is not there to hurt you. You already are feeling hurt already. You already have that pain within you. You just haven't really addressed it. So, and the biggest reason why we have to overcome our triggers, because it messes up with our day to day. It messes up with our structure. It messes up with um how we want to function. It messes up how we should be functioning, and it messes up with who we want to be in the future. If you are walking around feeling helpless, feeling weak, feeling like you don't have strength, how can you ever function properly in life? You may be going by in life, you may be walking in life, you may be moving in life, doing A, B, C, but you're not thriving in life. And your goal in life is to thrive. It shouldn't be just being stagnant. You should be thriving. Pain does not allow you to be thrive doesn't allow you to thrive. Pain allows you to just be stagnant. So we have to overcome that pain so we can continue to thrive and we can fulfill anything we want. Because I said before, anything possible, anything that you need, anything that you want, you should be able to get it on your own because you have the power to do so. It's just that we're not tapping into that power. Simple as that. So, if you want to overcome your triggers, and you've heard this today, and you said, "Well, this all sounds good, but I don't know where to start," message me for more details. I promise you will not be disappointed. I'm doing a new special for July, brand new month. I'm doing a free coaching session with any session you choose from. Go ahead and just message me with what package you want, how many sessions you want, and I'll throw in a free 50-minute session with that. Simple as that. So, watch this series, the whole trigger series, and any of my other series on YouTube. Just type in Collab Coaching. Follow me on Facebook, Collab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Collab Coaching. Collab Coaching. And share this with anyone that you know that have not overcome their triggers and they want to overcome their triggers and they just need a way, a system to get themselves out of that. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.